Hi everyone, welcome to the second webinar from Zynerd on the NEET UG 2024 counseling. This is a very critical webinar. In the first one, we had actually looked at different institutes, etc. So now we also discuss the factors that are that you need to look at when you are evaluating institutes. One of the most important things when you are evaluating institutes is basically how you get your preference orders ready, and how you evaluate one institute versus another within your possible range. You have got your possible list of institutes. Let us say you have Karnataka institutes, you have a list of institutes in Maharashtra, West Bengal, Kerala available. Now, within this set of institutes available across different states, or within one or two states alone, or within one state, how do I get my preference order ready so that I choose the right college? Irrespective of whatever we have achieved till now, the choices that you fill during the counseling, on the day of the counseling, you will be filling choices. Most of the counselings are online, except for some smaller states. Everything is online. So you go fill your choices. On the day of choice filling, you shouldn't be deciding which one I should put on the top and which one I should put as the next one, and so on. That choice list for each counseling that you are attending. For All India Counseling 1, then for every state counseling, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Maharashtra, whichever ones you are eligible for and you were willing to attend, that needs to be done very well ahead. You have another 20 days for this to be done. We possibly are looking at a July first week counseling if there are no other legal issues that stop the counseling. But by that time, you should be ready with your choices. And in this webinar, we'll clearly take you through the different types of institutes across India. We have taken you through this at a broad level in our earlier session, but this is very important because you need to understand what a government institute is, what is the impact when you get into a government institute, and what are the factors that you need to consider when you're taking up a government institute. Same for a private institute, and there are deemed to be university institutes. So there are three distinct categories. And within these three categories, if I have a choice between government versus private, what should I do? Within government, what are the factors that I look at? These are not from just an institute perspective saying this institute is good versus this institute is bad. There are a whole lot of other factors that will impact not only your 4 years study in the 4.5 years study in the institute, but beyond that, your post-graduation, your career, and what you learn within the institute, and how you get your PG, etc. There are a lot of such factors that get missed out. We look at all those factors from a regulatory perspective. From a regulatory perspective, we look at what are government institutes, what are private institutes, what are deemed institutes. We'll have a very broad idea. We'll drill it down to the lowest level. Next, we'll also look at the factors based on the type of the institute. Government institutes, I am going to get into government institutes. How will it be? What are the factors I have to look at? If it is a new institute, should I take up a new government institute or a very good private institute? That's a confusion that you will come to in case you are in a border rank. So those decisions, what are the terms? Self-financing colleges, private institutes, semi-government colleges, unaided medical colleges, public-private partnership medical colleges. Some are government, some are not, some are quasi-government. How do I decide on these institutes? Government institutes, does it always mean that it is a lower fee structure? Are there higher fee structure institutes? All these we will drill down. First institute type, obviously we know of, is the government institute. Everybody's preference is the government institute. The top few institutes that you look at in any survey, anywhere being taken, are government institutes. Right from AIIMS, JIPMER, till the government institutes of the states, the newest institutes that have come up. There are a whole lot of institutes that we are looking at who are in around 8 to 9 states which have asked for approval for new institutes. All these institutes, including the latest, are government medical colleges which are either under the state government or the central government. We went through this last time. Central government also has institutes across India in every state. AIIMS is a central institution, but under the AIIMS Act. Similarly, there are other universities, AMU, BHU, etc., which are central institutes. So we looked at that. Other than that, states have most of the institutes. We also looked at the numbers yesterday. Most of the institutes are state government institutes which we look for in the state counseling and all India counseling. There are AIIMS and JIPMER is there. Then there is this set of ESIC and similar quasi-government institutes. Employee State Insurance Corporation institutes. There are around 11 institutes, of which 9, I guess, we had this entire numbers yesterday that we looked at. There are around 11 of them. Within that, around 9 medical colleges which are actually run by ESIC, and 2 of the medical colleges, or 2 or 3 of the medical colleges, one in Himachal Pradesh, one in Kerala, and one in Tamil Nadu, which are actually run by the state government. ESIC has given the responsibility to the state government, and therefore there might be a slight difference in the way the colleges are run and how it operates, etc. So these we need to know. Now we are looking at government medical colleges, which has INI institutes of national importance, and then ESIC. We also have private medical colleges. There is a distinction between private medical colleges and deemed universities. We looked at that yesterday. Deemed universities are different from private institutes. Which institutes are deemed universities, deemed to be university institutes, and which institutes are private institutes? We will have to have a distinction. We should know that. In my state, there might be a college based out of Bangalore. Whether this institute is a deemed university or a private institute actually decides its fee structure, actually decides whether you might be eligible later for a PG in the same state, actually decides whether you need to go for all India counseling now or the state counseling. So depending upon that, your decisions are done. So you need to know which ones are private medical colleges and which ones are deemed universities. Private medical colleges usually are unaided self-financing medical colleges, very few aided self-financing medical colleges. Some semi-government medical colleges are there, like colleges run by corporations in Gujarat, Maharashtra, etc. You have public-private partnership colleges, Gujarat. There are some states which have started public-private partnership colleges where there are a set of seats which are also management quota and NRI seats. We will get to that in a government medical college. That is what we are saying. And there are colleges run by societies like GMERS is a society in Gujarat which runs medical colleges. All these have a government, quasi-government nature, but they are within the state. They are private medical colleges. They are municipality medical colleges, like we said, in Gujarat and Maharashtra. And there are a lot of normal private unaided medical colleges. Usually we call them private medical colleges or self-financing medical colleges if they are not aided by the government. Self-financing medical colleges is a term used in some of the southern states. In the northern states, it is private medical colleges. Some call that semi-government because some of them are run by municipality, etc., even though they are private. Then we have the deemed to be universities. There are 51 deemed to be university MBBS institutes and 32 deemed to be university MBBS institutes. All that we have to remember is, if a college is not a government college, then if you want to distinguish between whether a college is a deemed to be university or a private medical college, you want to know whether it is a deemed to be university or a private medical college, all that you need to do is look at the list of deemed universities that are there. So here you have the list of all MBBS deemed to be university institutes, 51 of them, and then another 32 institutes which are BDS institutes. The first 51 over here are MBBS institutes, and then onwards it is BDS institutes. So MBBS and BDS, anything other than this which you are confused about and not a government college is a private medical college. Whatever is there in this list is a deemed to be university. You can come back at any point in time and have a look at this list. Why are we emphasizing this? All these institutes will come under All India counseling. No state counseling for these institutes except for 6 which we will come to during the session. So all these will be under which counseling? All India counseling. And the rest of the private institutes, whatever we call private institutes, will come under the state counseling. That is why the emphasis. So deemed to be universities are basically those which are granted university status. They used to be a college, but it was later granted university status. They are not universities, they are deemed to be universities. That is why every college has to now use the term to be universities. They run their own examinations and they are granted deemed status by the UGC. Now, what are the factors that we look at? I am having government medical colleges in my scope, private medical colleges in my scope, deemed to be universities in my scope. I only have deemed to be universities in my scope. In any of these cases, what are the factors that I need to look at across these? It will be very good if we are able to run these factors and say for every institute what are these factors. But unfortunately, we will not be able to do so because there are around 700 to 900 institutes, including BDS institutes. So we will be running this at a top level now. Government institutes versus deemed universities versus private institutes. What are the factors that we need to look at? One is in terms of the authority. Which authority does the type of institute fall under? Whose authority, whether it is state, center or so. University, which university does the institute fall under? That is a factor. Some of us don't even go and look at what university that institute falls under. That makes a difference in terms of who runs the course, who conducts the examination, whether what is the pass percentage, everything can be checked out, and who awards the degree finally. You will have a degree with you. Who awards the degree, that carries a brand value too. That makes a difference. Academics, faculty and infrastructure and caseload. In many of the institutes, caseload is an issue because there is not enough caseload. There are not enough proper faculty. Therefore, there is not enough academics, and therefore it impacts my career. So academics, faculty, infrastructure and caseload are very important. There are many institutes which don't have the necessary infrastructure. NMC is putting in a lot of effort to get the exact details on a daily basis, trying to conduct surprise inspections, ensuring that every faculty is available through biometric identification, etc. So all these are happening, but still, obviously, like we know, there are many institutes which have problems in all these. Second, next is beyond the academics. If I am going to stay there for 4.5 years plus another 1 year doing my CRRI internship, hostel, food and the facilities, is the institute in a very far away location where it is difficult to reach? That make a difference. Between government and private institutes or deemed universities, we'll also have a look at how this comes up. Fee structure. What is the tuition fee structure? What are the additional fee? Is there hidden fee in private institutes? Any institute, there will be a fee structure that is mentioned as per the prospectus. Whichever states have a hidden fee, you will have to go figure out whichever ones have a hidden fee. Like in Zynet, if you look at it, we will have mentioned that these institutes might have a hidden fee. There are many candidates in certain states who believe that there is no hidden fee, go to the institute and then lose out money which has been already paid because they did not know about the hidden fee. You'll have to be very clear about the hidden fee. Hidden fee can be in multiple forms. One in terms of blatant asking you what is that you need to pay this additional fee every year. Otherwise, we are not allowing you admission. Even if you argue, even if you take it up strongly, some states it is very difficult to take up. Second, in terms of hostel fee, in terms of other fee, academic fee, library fee, this fee, that fee, you then name any type of fee that is possible. They put in those fees and collect that from you, and that is possibly another way to collect hidden fee from you. At the end of the exams, during CRRI or when the examinations are happening, if it is a university by itself, for clearing the exams, there might be a fee that is required to be paid. These practices have come down to a large extent, but still there are institutes doing it. So be aware of that. Permission or recognition, whether the institute has been permitted or recognized is very important. Permission or recognition is a term possibly some of you are hearing for the first time. An institute, when it starts an MBBS course, applies for approval. Like right now, there are so many institutes that have applied for approval, possibly around a whole lot of seats, around 10,000, 15,000. Now, when they apply for approval, what happens is NMC accepts that approval based on the data shared, and then inspections happen year on year to continue that approval. Initial approval that is given is usually called a permission. It used to be called permission in the MCADs. And when an institute is permitted for 1 year, every year there is a renewal of permission happens. In the first year, possibly only limited infrastructure might be available. Only 3 courses happen, the preclinical courses happen. So limited infrastructure might be required, might be enough. In the next years, inspections happen, and what happens is if the institute does not have adequate infrastructure, adequate faculty, no improvement in terms of anything that has been addressed as a defect by NMC, then permission or recognition might be cancelled. So that becomes a very important factor. And also importantly, if the institute is not able to sustain financially, 5-10 of them might have got together and started an institute, but at some point in time they realize that it is huge, we are not able to get funds, etc. What happens to the candidates? Those issues have happened in multiple states, and in deemed universities you should be aware of those. does the institute have management or NRI seats? If I am looking at management or NRI seats, are they available? I'm not sure how many of you are again aware of the fact that government institutes have NRI seats and management quota seats. That is seats at a different fee structure on an all India basis sum, and these are also available for NRI government institutes. In your state, if it is available, possibly you are aware of it, but check on the availability of NRI seats in government institutes, and we will take you through that as well. All India basis open seat availability. In the institutes that you are looking at, or in other states other than your home state or your the state where you were educated, are there open seats which you can go in and apply for and then be allotted and join? Will these seats be available in this state? Are these seats available? Which institutes have these seats? That also makes a difference. Service bond post completion of UG. Will I need to serve the state after completion of UG? Some states do have this 1 year, 2 years, and up to 5 years. Let us say in All India Counseling, you are getting a seat in a state, let us say in a state of Rajasthan, and you are asked, you take the seat because you might not get any seat in your state, but Rajasthan offers you a better opportunity, you go ahead and take a seat. Rajasthan has 2 years of state service that needs to be completed. How many years? 2 years of state service that needs to be completed. Now, after your CRRI, so after 5.5 years, you either complete 2 years of service or pay a penalty and get out to do your NEET PG. Will that be right, or will you move on to a state where there is no penalty, no bond or penalty? So this also makes a difference. Basically, it is another few years that you need to work on after completing your MBBS. So with the state government, so that is something that we also need to work on and look at. And then we have the internal quota reservation for PG. What are the benefits that I go for internal quota reservation when I go for UG in a particular state? One very important benefit is that MBBS in a particular state, any state that you go in, it need not necessarily be your home state. Many states offer post-graduation, 50% of post-graduation seats for those MBBS candidates alone. So even if you don't do MBBS in your state, you might go to another state and do your MBBS and avail postgraduate reservation in that state. Or you might go to another state, and some states don't have reservation for postgraduation. You will miss out that opportunity in your home state as well as in another state. So those make a big decision point as well. Brand value and recognition, obviously we know that we'll discuss that the recognition of the institute across the world also matters today, with many people going on to do better courses abroad, to postgraduate courses abroad, or in better fellowships or other courses abroad. That makes a difference in terms of whether you will be accepted. Minority status and reservation. How many minority institutes are there? If I belong to a minority category, how should I apply for those? Can I apply for minority institutes in my state or other state? Those are queries that we need to address. And finally, which counseling these institutes and the state seats come under. We'll look at government medical colleges first. We'll quickly run through everything. At the end of the session, we will also take you through the top medical colleges in all the states, around 10-15 states where we have gathered. We will look at the medical colleges within all those states, along with the cutoffs of last year. We will take you through the cutoffs of last year in terms of all India rank. That is the only thing that you have got now. That will give you an idea of what is possible in different states, and we will also take all your queries at the end of this session. Hold on to the last part where we take you through every information on the cutoffs of different states. 2024 NEET UG has a whole set of 42,000 plus maybe another 3,000 odd government medical college seats, and this authority for government medical college seats is either state government or central government, which gives you an additional trust that these medical colleges will properly function. Most of the states have a proper functioning of medical colleges. The healthcare departments of most states today have a good level of control and the efficiency in running these medical colleges. University or autonomous status, most of these the state government institutes come under the state government university. There might be one university in your state, like in the state of Tamil Nadu or Kerala or Karnataka. or there might be 4 or 5 universities like in the state of Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, etc. So there might be multiple models followed. So in your state, your set of institutes in your state might come under one university, or some institutes may come under one university and some institutes may come under another university. So where that makes a difference, we will come back in some time. Academics, faculty, infrastructure and caseload. The older institutes, some institute which is 15 years old, 20 years old, some of them are 200 years old. We know that Calcutta Medical College, Madras Medical College, etc. Some of the institutes which are 10, 15 years old, most of these government institutes would have a proper caseload, reference from the nearby catchment areas or villages, and the faculty would be well trained, they would have had experience, and most of them would be good. That is how government medical colleges are. But there are a lot of new ones that have come up recently. States have been pushing to get a lot of medical colleges getting approval from NMC. Whether there is enough infrastructure depends upon a lot of factors. One, some are already existing government hospitals or district hospitals or civil hospitals like in many districts. Those have been converted to medical colleges. If those hospitals have been functioning for a long time, they will have pretty decent infrastructure and will also have those staff would be very well experienced, and the academics would also be pretty good. That is something that we can take as a reference. But if it is a very new institute, infrastructure is itself new, there is a new building built there, the hospital is possibly somewhere 20 kilometers, 30 kilometers down, they are trying to shift this. Think through on whether you need to choose that versus an alternate option that is available, either another government medical college or a private medical college or a government medical college through All India counseling other than your state. Just think through that, because without proper infrastructure, if it is in the first one or two first batch or the second batch, without having feedback from any of the candidates, it is very difficult to evaluate. The only option possibly you have is possibly to visit it, which might not be possible for everyone, for every institute. So the first year, first batch, second batch or third batch, in case you are joining, try to gather information from the institute itself or from the faculty on these factors before deciding. Especially if you're joining as the first batch, you might not have even seniors to get reference from. Check on that. This is for government colleges. Hostel food and other facilities, we have had candidates. Okay, there are a lot of candidates. Most of the candidates today who join medical colleges, they come in from a middle class or a upper middle class background. But when they go to an institute, the best medical college in the country, the best medical college in possibly the state, top second medical college, I got a rank of 2000, coaching center had AC, etc., etc. You go to a government medical college and go to the hostel, you will see the difference. This is where you're going to stay for the next 4.5, 5.5 years. The hostels may not be what you expect. The infrastructure in the hostels, in the environment, may not be what you expect. You might have been in your environment that you have grown up in might have been excellent or at least above average, but the hostels may not be good. If you are going to evaluate that institute based on the hostels, the mess, the fee, the infrastructure there, how it is, then you will miss out on a good college. Understand that everybody who passed out from the best colleges in every state might not have had excellent infrastructure. It would have been worse earlier, it is getting better. So evaluating a medical college, government medical college, based on the hostel, or being shocked when you go to a hostel, don't take decisions based on that. Now go with expectations that hostels will not be good. If it is good in a particular government medical college, well and good, that is very good for you. The new ones have better facilities, infrastructure. The older ones, governments are trying really hard to improve the infrastructure, but some of them are in metros, there is no possibility of expansion in cities, etc. There are other difficulties faced. The numbers are huge, etc. It is very difficult in many ways. Irrespective of why it is happening or not happening, expect the worst when you go into a government medical college hostel. There are good medical colleges, good hostels in some medical colleges, definitely, but keep your expectations low as far as food and hostel is concerned. Fee structure, very minimal, very minimal. Aims as a fee structure of 1,628 rupees per annum. In addition to that, there will be caution deposit, hostel fee, etc. But that is the fee structure. But for some, what is minimal is not minimal for many. So for some, what a number of a fee structure of 20,000 might be okay, affordable, but for some even 20,000 might not be affordable. So know the fee structure. The reason we are emphasizing again this again is because there are colleges which have a fee structure of over 1 lakh. ESI medical colleges have a fee structure of 1 lakh per annum. Maharashtra, Goa, Madhya Pradesh, Punjab have a fee structure of over 1 lakh, to the extent of even 1.58 lakhs per annum in certain medical colleges. In lowest fee is 1,628. Government institutes have a fee of up to 1.58 lakhs or 1.2 lakhs. And Uttarakhand has a fee of 1.45 lakhs. And if you join an Uttarakhand medical college, one or two of them provide you an option of a bond for 5 years. In that case, bond is after completion of 5.5 years, you serve in the government of Uttarakhand for 5 years. Then your current fee structure will be reduced to 50,000. You will pay 50,000 instead of 1.45 lakhs. So that be aware of. Beyond this, there are scholarships. Even if it is 20,000, it is not affordable for you. There will be scholarships available in medical colleges. Even private medical colleges, some of them have scholarships available. Like Kasturba has a scholarship. A deemed university has a scholarship. So look at these scholarship and try to figure out if you are able to get this institute. Category wise differential fee is there. Scholarships are there. So please look at the fee before going ahead, even in government institutes. Permission or recognition, usually most of them are recognized by the end of 5 years. Like I said, at the end of the 5th year, when the 5th batch comes in, the recognition happens and they are recognized by the end of 5 years. Now, a lot of states used to have issues earlier. West Bengal, Bihar, those states used to have issues in terms of some peripheral medical colleges. Now, most of it is sorted out. But the new rule is that in case, as far as NMC is concerned, they had recently put up a notification clearly saying, in case the approval is right at the beginning, there is a permission renewal of approval that happens on a yearly basis. But still, if there is an issue, NMC's fallback clauses are there. So even if there is an issue, NMC might transfer you to another institute, or NMC might extend the approval at least for the batches that are currently in. It might not allow new batches to join, but the current batches might be allowed to complete in the same institute. So there is some safety net now compared to earlier when the recognition was stopped halfway through, the candidates had to go to court, etc. But now NMC has a process. So this part is a bit safe. Government medical colleges usually get approval. You won't have an issue because there are funds from the government. Government will somehow ensure that it happens. Management or NRI seats. Management seats exist in Andhra Pradesh. In any medical college which has come up after 2023, management quota, higher fee structure seats exist. They are around 12 lakhs, and these seats are available for candidates across India in this for candidates from Andhra Pradesh, from the state of Andhra Pradesh who are local to Andhra Pradesh in management quota, and these are at a fee of 12 lakhs. So if you're from Andhra Pradesh and you see that government quota seats are not available, but 12 lakh fee seats are affordable for you, in the new medical colleges there are seats. Don't miss such things out. NRI seats are available in government Andhra Pradesh new colleges. SVIMS Tirupati has NRI seats. Arunachal, Assam, Gujarat, Haryana, Himachal, Punjab. Haryana, Himachal and Punjab, very few seats, less than 10 seats in every institute. All these have management NRI quota seats. Mizoram, Pondicherry, Rajasthan, those have NRI seats. Rajasthan, surprisingly, whenever we think of NRI, we think of deemed universities, private institutes. Rajasthan surprisingly has NRI seats only in government institutes. So that is an anomaly that you need to look at. And in case you are from Rajasthan, you will be given priority. If you know that, and this NRI seats are affordable, you have an NRI sponsor or you are an NRI, you might be able to pick up those seats. AIMS has OCA and foreign national seats, 7 seats for OCA and foreign national, not for NRIs. And AMU, Aligarh Muslim University, which is a central university, has 7 NRI seats, has NRI seats, not 7. They have a set of NRI seats as well. So those two you will need to be aware of. All India basis open seats. Now this is a very important thing. Government medical colleges, many queries that come to us are, government medical colleges I am not getting in my state, I am not getting in all India counseling. Can I get in another state? Under these quotas, NRI management quota, you might be able to get. But the low fee seats, which is actually the government quota seats, in government medical colleges, only these states have this distinction, right? In government quota seats, even within these states or in all other states, there is an eligibility criteria. Let us say I belong to the state of Karnataka and I am looking at seats in the state of Rajasthan. Rajasthan will have an eligibility criteria for the government low fee seats. They will never, or at least no state till now, allows another state domicile candidate or another state educated candidate to come and apply or get government seats in the home state in the state counselling. If you are from Karnataka, you want to take Rajasthan government seats, your only option might be all India quota and not through the state counselling. No state allows that. The only exceptions might be the seats that are distributed from in the northeastern states or in the central pool, some seats are distributed, that you will have in your home state itself. Your home state itself will allot those seats to you. Like if you belong to Arunachal Pradesh, some seats from and RIMS Impal will be allotted to Arunachal Pradesh candidates through Arunachal Pradesh state counselling. But if you are from Arunachal Pradesh, you cannot go and attend Rajasthan state counselling and pick up those seats in the government colleges at the low fee. You might be eligible for some NRI category seats within government. That might be based on priority. That is different. That is a higher fee structure one. So if you're looking at government seats, either it is your home state or all India counselling. But also be very aware of the fact that these seats in government colleges will be available under different eligibility criteria in your state. Like you might have worked in central government in a particular state for 5 years. You might belong to a particular state. Like let us say you belong to Punjab and you moved across to another state and lived there for 25 years, but you are an ex-serviceman and your home state is Punjab in your service records. You can go back to Punjab and get a seat. That is a different eligibility criteria. But without any association within that eligibility criteria, you can't get a government seat in another state. And service bond, there are many states, around 10 to 15 states which do not have a service bond. After you complete your 5.5 years, you can come out. There are many states which have a service bond. Tamil Nadu has a 5-year service bond but not implemented till now. There are many states which have a service bond from 1 to 5 years. Some of them implement it. 7-8 states do implement. So you will have to finish 2 years in a rural area or in a place where you are posted before coming out, or you have to pay a penalty anywhere between 5 lakhs to 25 lakhs. Know this before joining any other state counselling. Seat leaving penalty, in case you leave the seat halfway through, you join a seat out of pressure, then you decide to go back, then you might have to give a seat leaving penalty of 3 lakhs to 25 lakhs in government institutes. Also be aware of that. Government medical colleges also have this internal quota reservation, like AIIMS, AMU, BHU and JIPMER have internal quota. This is very critical, very, very important aspect, because if you do your MBBS in AIIMS and then like most of them would also have other options of going abroad, they'll have options of serving in AIIMS Delhi, in many rural areas too. But for doing your post graduation, AIIMS gives you IP quota, institutional preference, which means AIIMS has the best PG seats too. Among the best PG seats are in AIIMS. You do your MBBS in AIIMS. In that AIIMS, you will get reservation for PG seats, which means it is easier to get into PG while there is a lot of competition today for PG. There's huge pressure. It makes your entry into PG easier. Same with AMU. AMU has a reservation for AMU candidates. BHU has reservation. JIPMER has reservation. And there are states, like if you do your MBBS in Karnataka, irrespective of which state you belong to, Karnataka, if you do your MBBS in private institutes, deemed universities, government institutes, later after finishing your UG, you can apply for Karnataka government seats and get Karnataka government seats. Now that will be a huge advantage. You need to know which ones work like that. And you also need to know which ones won't work like that. Like let us say I am a resident of Maharashtra, domicile of Maharashtra. I want to go and apply for MBBS in Pondicherry. That is, I have an option between Pondicherry and another state, Tamil Nadu. I don't have any other options. I have what options? Pondicherry and Tamil Nadu. Maharashtra, I am not getting any seat. I go and join a Pondicherry college. Where did I do my MBBS? Pondicherry. Which state am I a domicile of? Maharashtra. In Pondicherry, I am doing my MBBS in a private institute, let us say, private institute in Pondicherry through the Pondicherry Council. when you are going to do PG, Pondicherry does not offer MBBS based reservation or quota in PG. So you did your MBBS in Pondicherry, you have lost that because Pondicherry offers it only for Pondicherry residents. You do your MBBS, that is not a relevant criteria. Maharashtra offers post graduation only for those who did their MBBS from Maharashtra or under All India quota in other states. You have taken it in a private institute and through Pondicherry counseling. Maharashtra also doesn't offer MBBS. Your only PG seats reservation, your only option would be All India quota. That will put you in a very difficult situation. This entire set of one state seats is a big chunk when you go to PG. Top institutes, definitely they have excellent brand value. AIIMS Delhi, excellent brand value. AFMC Pune, excellent brand value. And we have put in CMC Vellore over here specifically, but we'll come to that when we are discussing private. CMC Vellore, we'll just remove that being a way back. Okay, so private institute. So okay, and you have excellent brand value for many of these institutes. Some of these are also recognized outside. In case you finish in AIIMS Delhi, you might not need registration in some of the Southeast Asian countries as well. If you're going to practice, you might not need to apply for an exam. You directly can go and register and practice. So some of these advantages lie in some of the top institutes. Minority institutes, within government there are there's only one minority institute, Muslim minority institute, Jamia Millia Islamia, which offers seats for Muslim candidates. AMU is a minority institute. You would have heard about the cases going on now, but it is a minority institute as on date, but no minority seats are available. There are seats available for AMU candidates, but AMU educated candidates, but not for minority candidates necessarily, limited to that. Two women only medical colleges are there, BPS in Sonipet, Haryana, and have Lady Harding, Delhi. So those two women only medical colleges are there. Counselings, all these seats under the state government institutes come under the All India Counselling 1, 2 counselings only. All India Counselling, state counselling. In some states, Andhra Pradesh, etc., these also come under a third counselling, which is a management counselling. We said there are some seats in Andhra which come under management counselling. Other exceptions are seats from RIMS Impal, NEET, Agartala Medical College, etc. are surrendered to other states because they were the only medical colleges in Northeast. They were surrendered to other states. Those states will have a third set of these. So RIMS Impal would have surrendered to All India quota. There will be a counselling for Manipur candidates. There will be a counselling for some northeastern states by RIMS Impal. There will be a counselling under Arunachal Pradesh for RIMS Impal states, and so on for every state they have donated. So these seats are split that way. So you will have to look at it that way. There are other medical colleges like Namo Medical College, Vinauba Bhave earlier, now it is called Namo Medical College in Silvassa. So that medical college contributes seats to Gujarat. In Gujarat counselling, you will have those seats. So that you need to be aware of as well. Private medical colleges, we look at private medical colleges. And some of you might be looking at private medical colleges and deemed universities. We are looking at private medical colleges. They are run by a trust or a society. Every medical college has to be run by a trust or a society, but they come under the state laws purview. Basically, the statutory control lies with the state government. For starting an educational institution, they will have to get an approval from the state government. Know that all medical colleges need to get approval from NMC from an MBBS perspective, running an MBBS course. But the educational institution would be under the control of the state government, and private medical colleges may be under the state authority or under a state government university or under a state private university. In the states of Rajasthan, let us say, in the state of let us say in Telangana, there is one state private university. There are state private universities in Tamil Nadu now. So a lot of states have state private universities now. Some Punjab has, Haryana has, etc. Some states like Maharashtra still don't have state private universities. All of the seats are under state, like in Maharashtra, all seats are private institutes which come under the Maharashtra University of Health Sciences, which is a government university. How does it make a difference? It makes a difference because the university runs the courses, and the university is what runs the exams, gives the syllabus, the exams, and also the degree. The entire thing is run by the university. Your degree will be from the university. If it is a government university, possibly it might carry a slightly higher value, irrespective of whether you have studied in a private institute or not. Let us say I studied in the private institute, the degree would say pass from this university. That will carry, if it is a government university and a good university, that will carry higher value. Academics, faculty and infrastructure, the top few in each top few in the sense 3 or 4 or 5, max that many in each state might have a good academic value, good infrastructure. Rest of them possibly will fall under average or below average. Average is good, we should understand, because average at your rank, if you are able to get a decent institute, that might also be sufficient for you. But but you will have to look at in deep on infrastructure, faculty, caseload, etc. There are many institutes at the bottom 20-30 percentile which are not good at all, which are in peripheries, no infrastructure, no faculty. Please be aware of those information, evaluate, and then go ahead. Hostel fee and mess, usually in some of the institutes which have been long standing, many institutes which have been there for a long time, hostel and mess are good. Even in the not so good institutes in terms of academics, caseload, infrastructure, faculty, hostel and mess might be good, because that is one way of revenue for these institutes. That is usually good. You can check those institutes as well. Facilities, but there are some institutes which still have no facilities. You will have to look at those. Fee structure, usually these facilities are in private institutes or deemed university. They are split as at multiple levels. Like there's some hostels which are at a lower fee structure, some at a higher fee structure, some with AC, etc. So that options might also be available. Fee structure, the fee structure varies according to states. Each state is supposed to have a state regulatory committee under a high court judge to regulate the fee structure of professional courses. So MBBS comes under that. Every year a fee structure has to be notified by the state. That is why we haven't put up the fee structure for 2024 till now. This year every state has to notify the fee structure. Even if it is no change from last year, they will have to notify that this is the same fee structure for this year. It can be institute wise or at the top level, saying every private medical college this is the fee structure. Once when does that come in? That will come in only at the time of the counseling. We will update that. Some states have 50% seats under the government quota. Let us say Andhra Pradesh has 50% seats under the government quota or competent authority quota. Tamil Nadu has 50% seats under the government quota. In such states, the fee structure of government quota seats, Andhra Pradesh it is around 16,500 I guess. In Tamil Nadu it is around 4.35 lakhs per annum. This might be lower than an usual private institute fee structure. Usually you think about 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs fee structure for a private institute per annum. That will be lesser for government quota seats. But who will be eligible? Mostly the candidates from that particular state based on the government eligibility criteria, that will be there. Management quota might be higher. In certain states like Karnataka, you will have two levels of fee structure. First level of fee structure which is around 10 lakhs. Second level of fee structure which is around 35 to 40 lakhs. For which everybody across India will be eligible. So these open quota seats and others or Q quota, institutional quota seats, these two are available for everyone, but open quota is at 10 lakhs. Therefore, it will get over around 30,000, 35,000. We'll see that towards the end. We'll tell you which seats are over at which fee structure, and then the private quota seats are available at other quota seats in Karnataka are available 35 to 40 lakhs per annum. The fee structure usually ranges in private institutes from 10 lakhs to up to 50 lakhs. There is a lot of hidden fee in some states. Like the number of states is less, which are still into this hidden fee, are still not able to control the hidden fee scam. Now, but there are states, within those states almost every institute asks for hidden fee because the state is unable to control. Tamil Nadu is one such state clearly, where except for 3 or 4 institutes, hidden fee is there. There are many other states too where there is a hidden fee. In some states, institutes in Uttar Pradesh, that is still prevalent. So you need to have that information. Do not pay the fee to the government. In Tamil Nadu counseling, you pay the fee to the government, to the DME, counseling authority, and then go and join the institute. When you go join the institute, they will tell you there is an additional fee or a hidden fee. You can take it up very strongly. Government offers possibilities. Legally, there are possibilities as well. But if you are not taking it up, you might actually end up losing the money you paid to the Tamil Nadu government, because after round 2, there is no refund. So those things you be clear about before even filling a choice. So there are a lot, and know that everything can also be taken up legally. There is an official way to take it up. If candidates who are strong enough and take it up actually get a reduced fee or whatever, pay only whatever they are required to pay. It is just that parents have a cautious approach and don't do that. That is why the fee structure is high. If you look at the state of Maharashtra, the hidden fee is very, very less or almost nil. That is because candidates take it up. So that is also one option that you have. Some institutes even ask for NRI candidates up to 25 lakhs, 30 lakhs extra, which is a huge additional fee in some states. Be aware of that. Re-evaluate institutes which had perennial recognition issues. In case an institute has been de-recognized 5 times, 4 times, 3 times, still they are somehow going to court and get the recognition again. Relook at that. But anyways, like I said, the new rule definitely helps us. And management NRI seats are there, and in all the institutes, private institutes, and all India basis, 15 states have all India basis open seats. MP or Rajasthan have priority based allocation as well. Service bond post completion of UG, there is a service bond in very few private institutes, not like government institutes. There are certain states like Karnataka has a service bond. Implementation is the question. All India basis seats are in 15 states. Like we said, MP and Rajasthan first allot their state candidates and then allot the other state candidates. Internal quota reservation, even if you study in a private institute, in a state government university in a state, or in a state private university, there might be internal quota, like you will be eligible for PG in that state. Depends on that state, check for that particular state. Pondicherry doesn't offer VSET. So similarly, check for that state and then take a call on this. There are certain universities, like Gujarat has universities, 5 universities. Within each university, if you study in a particular institute, you will get PG within that university, you will have reservation. So that makes a difference. Brand value, there are very good institutes, CMC Vellore, PSG, MS Ramaya, etc. CMC Ludhiana are very good private institutes. Don't miss out a private institute because you did not look at more information. CMC Vellore is available at 53,000 fee for per annum. You saw 1.58 lakhs for Punjab government institutes. Don't take just the word private institute as a reference and miss out institutes. There is also St. George's Bangalore in the list, which we missed out. These are some of the best ones across the country. Minority institutes and other reservation. There are 14 Christian minority medical colleges across the country, 2 Jain minority, 1 Malayalam minority, 23 Muslim minority, 2 Sikh minority, 1 Tamil minority, 1 Tulu minority, and 2 women only medical colleges, private medical colleges in Telangana. So some offer seats for other state minority candidates. So look at whether when you belong to Jain minority, Muslim minority, whether you will be able to get a seat in another medical college at a possible lower fee too. Some of them offer a lower fee seat too compared to your state private medical college. And counseling, all the private institutes are offered only through state counseling. Private institute seats are offered only through state counseling. Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu and Telangana have 2 counselings, one for government quota seats and other for management quota seats. All other states have a single counseling. So don't go for admissions. All these admissions and counselings happen only through a proper process. There are only 4 or 5 states which still conduct offline counselings. Every other allotment, all India deemed universities, every allotment is run through what? All India counselling. Somebody tells you today that I will be able to get you a seat in a deemed university at a later point in time through direct reference with the institute, state, etc. Deemed universities, today it is not possible. Even if you are going ahead with that because you don't have any other option, evaluate and go ahead. There is no possibility today because Supreme Court has clearly said every counselling has to be online. Only 4 states still conduct offline counselings. Maharashtra conducted it last year offline. It was cancelled by the courts. Same thing will happen with the other 4 states, and soon it will be everything is online, no agent, nothing. You get allotted through online counselling, you will get a seat. That list has to be sent to NMC, every check is there. So don't fall for agents. If you are falling for them, fall after looking at evaluating everything and knowing the risk involved. Medical colleges and deemed to be universities, we are looking at this. These are the 83 institutes that we looked at. Deemed to be universities are also run by society. Like we said, they come under the university. Exam is bound by the deemed to be university. Results are also published by the university, and you get a certificate from the university itself. And this know that is why many candidates get a higher percentage in deemed to be universities, because everything is done internally. There are excellent institutes. It is not like when it is a deemed to be university, it is not good. Put across CMC Vellore, put across Kasturba Medical College, and put across the any institute other than the top 50. Kasturba Medical College Manipal, which is a deemed university. CMC Vellore is one of the top 3 institutes across the country. The rest of the government institutes will be ranked only below them. Only difference is in terms of fee and in terms of eligibility for you to get those seats. In terms of fee, Kasturba is high. CMC Vellore might have very few seats at an open level. That is the only difference. But these institutes are better than many government medical colleges. So it does not If it is affordable, you might be able to pick up a seat. We'll give you an example. Kasturiba Manipal, ranked 367 last year, could have got anything other than possibly the top 3 or 4 institutes across the country. Everything else was possible. Took up Kasturba Medical College. The top within the top 4,000 ranks, 11 candidates took up Kasturba Medical College. They would have got the best institute in their state, obviously. They still took up Kasturba Medical College, Manipal, because it is a very good institute, even though it is 16-17 lakhs. If it is affordable, you can make a choice. If it is not, obviously, if you are around 10,000, 15,000, you can still make a choice of looking at deemed universities if it is affordable. Now, check ranks and then you will have an idea. These institutes, academics faculty is good in some of the top 10, 15 institutes. Beyond that, it is average. By rank itself, you will get to understand which ones are good. The last few, really bad. Whatever you look at, whenever you look at the last few, go check the infrastructure. If you are going to invest 40 lakhs, 50 lakhs in an institute, 50 into 5 years is 2.5 crores. Take a flight, go there, figure out how the institute is, and then take a decision. It will cost you 10 lakhs and possibly save you a lot of money in terms of crores. So go look at that institute if you're going to take the last few institutes. You would see them going at 9 lakhs to 12 lakhs. But if only MBBS degree is your requirement, that is when people go for such institute. Hostel fee, this is limited to the last few 4 or 5 institutes across. You can just check those institutes. They may not be in actual rank order, but locational differences also make a difference. Hostel, food and other facilities in the institute. Higher hostel fee or mess fee would be there usually in a private institute or a deemed university. Check for affordability, because when you calculate saying 16 lakhs into 5 or 17 lakhs, 20 lakhs into 5 is 1 crore. You also add upon the hostel fee of 3 lakhs per annum, 2 lakhs per annum, the mess, including the mess fee, other activity fee, etc., and then put up a budget in case you're going for loans, etc. Fee structure varies from 10 lakhs to 26 lakhs. Location, check the location. Some place it would say Chennai, but it is not in Chennai. It would say Mumbai. It would be 75 kilometers from Mumbai. So check all the locations before you go ahead. It is always better if you're picking up the last few, or possibly if you're not clear, traveling is a better option, or getting direct feedback is a better option. Permission, re-evaluate, but you have the new rule. So even if there is an issue, there might be approval for your batch, or you might be moved on to a better institute or a good institute, or a different institute. Not to a government institute that has stopped now, but to other institute. Most of management quota, some deemed universities have realized that NRIs are not even coming in. Note those in deemed universities, there will be no NRI seats. That itself will be a reference saying that they have removed NRI seats itself, because nobody is coming there. So that itself will be a reference saying mentioning about the quality of the institute. All India open basis seats, every seat is available on an all India basis. There are only 5 exceptions, which are the Karnataka ones, Karnataka and the Jharkhand one. Service bond, most universities, deemed universities don't have a service bond, but still we'll give that information in Zinad if at all any private institute. For all the 600 plus MBBS institutes, if there is a bond that will be available in Zinad, you will be able to see that. Once the council, by the time we reach to the counseling, every notification will come up. We will be updating everything for every institute. Every institute level, the fee, bond, and all the other details will be updated. Internal quota, you will also have complete videos done by others. We have collated every information at institute level. By the time the counseling starts, we expect that will be up in the portal for every institute across India. Internal quota reservation depends on the state. For many states, allow deemed universities candidates, MBBS candidates for reservation in PG seats in government institutes in the state. So that is an advantage that you might carry. Brand value or recognition, some of the good ones are there, like we mentioned. Top 10 are almost really good. Minority institutes, there are 3 institutes, 1 Jain minority and 2 Muslim minority and 1 women only medical college. Symbiosis is the only college. Muslim minority Anapoya and Hamdar, and Jain minority is SBKS in Gujarat. Exceptions, every seat is through All India counseling except these institute seats. These are also through All India counseling. 90% is through All India counseling, but there are a few seats which are available in Karnataka state counseling, and for I think we missed out Tata Manipal. Manipal Tata seats are available for Jharkhand. 25% of seats are available for Jharkhand state counseling. 25 seats, I guess. So they are available for Jharkhand. Rest of it, note that all these are exceptions in the sense some percentage goes to state counseling, but there are seats under All India counseling. This is an entire list. Now you will know what deemed universities are, what private institutes are, what government institutes are. If you want to look at which ones are the deemed universities, straight away you can come back here, just look at the deemed universities here. Now what we will take you through, Noel has prepared a complete list analyzing every institute across India, and Noel will present to you the top institutes in India in terms of what our analysis is based on last year or the previous year put together. This also will give you an idea of what are the ranks at which these closed and whether it will be possible. This is not limited to government. We will pick up government, we have picked up government, we have picked up deemed, and we have also picked up private institutes. And this is also counseling wise or state wise. So you'll have a clear idea, if I attend this counseling, will I get the top 10? Similarly, every information is available in Zynet. You go to Zynet, you will be able to pick up what you get for your rank, and excellent data is available in Zynet as well for you to decide on the eligibility and other conditions. In the next sessions, we will be covering the process, the registration, right from registration till the end, and the sequence of counselings, and we will also be taking you through NRI quota and the entire factors and other things that you need to look at before the process starts. Post that, we will start with the state level information for every state in detail that will be available for you for subscribers exclusively.
Hi everyone, Noel here. So now we are going to look at the top institutes in India. We have actually categorized it by counseling wise. Okay, so let's get started. So first we look at the All India Counseling, which is conducted by MCC. So here on the left hand side, you can see that the government colleges are listed along with the closing rank. So we have categorized this based on the open quota. So this is not specific to any particular quota. These are open quota. So the eligibility is open and in the general category. So you can look at under government colleges, you can look at AIMS, New Delhi, closed as 57, and the top 10 colleges are listed here. And you can see that the Government Medical College, Chandigarh, closed at 544. Okay, and similarly under deemed universities, you can take a look at Kasturba Medical College, which closed at 51,200 and ending with Amrita School of Medicine, Kochi. Okay, so these colleges, the deemed colleges, these top 10 colleges are good, but the fee structure is at a higher level compared to the government colleges. Next, we look at the top 10 colleges counseling wise. So first we look at the Andhra Pradesh government quota counseling. On the left hand side, again we have the government colleges, and in Andhra Pradesh you can see that the closing rank for the last college closed at around 31,840, right? So in All India Counseling, the closing rank for All India quota seats, which are the government institute seats, was around 23,000. Okay, so this is only the top 10 colleges. There are more colleges on the list, and here you can see that it is closed at around 31,840. And similarly in Andhra Pradesh private colleges, you can see NRI Medical College, GSL Medical College, ending in the top 10 list, ending with Gayatri Vidya Parishad College, which is at 53,676. So this will give you a rough idea of what the closing rank was for these top 10 colleges in Andhra Pradesh government quota. And when we talk about government quota, please understand that only the Andhra Pradesh candidates there are different eligibility criteria, only they will be eligible for these set of seats. Next is the Tamil Nadu government quota. Similarly, for Tamil Nadu government quota, the candidate should be from Tamil Nadu. They should have the nativity certificate. And here you can see that on the left hand side, there is the government colleges, the top 10 colleges ending with Mohan Kumara Mangalam Medical College, Salem. And this closed at around 22,000 rank. So here you can see that in the top 10 colleges, the 10th college on the list is almost close to the All India rank closing rank, All India quota closing rank, which is conducted by All India Council. And then in private colleges, CMC Vellore is first on the list, PSG is there, KMCHS. These are very good colleges, very good private colleges, but the fee structure is on the higher side. So under government quota, these colleges, the fee structure is around 4 lakhs. Like Ashok said, there might be some hidden cost in certain colleges, so you'll have to keep that in mind and do your research before taking up these colleges. Next, we'll go to Kerala. In Kerala, you can see that there are only 9 government colleges, and the cutoff for this college is 8,000, which is less than 10,000. In all India, the government colleges went till 23,000, right? So it's a very competitive scenario here for the Kerala counselling. The cutoff was around 8,000 itself. And in Kerala also, there are some very good private colleges. And in Kerala, these private colleges are open. There is all India merit seats, which candidates from outside Kerala are also eligible to take. So we have listed on the closing ranks based on the Kerala general category closing ranks. You can see that it closed around 56,869. Next, we go to Karnataka. In Karnataka, the government colleges starting with Bangalore Medical College, Mysore Medical College. All this you would have been familiar with. The Karnataka candidates would have done their research on this. And you can see that the 10th college closed at around 21,953, which is again close to the All India quota closing rank for government seats. And then in Karnataka, we have Kasturba Medical College. This is again in the context of Karnataka candidates. This is the quota which they'll be eligible in. So you can see that the closing rank for the private and deemed colleges in Karnataka, it went up to 34,000. In Maharashtra, again, you can see that St. GS Medical College closed at 1,962, ending with the 10th college on the list is 16,701. And then there are private colleges in Maharashtra, and the 10th college on the list closed at around 67,071. Okay, so this is not an exhaustive list. Okay, this is only the top 10 colleges. This will give you an idea. So when you are looking at the counseling and you're looking at the best colleges in the counseling, this will give you an idea of which colleges are good. And this is based on this is completely based on the cutoff marks. We haven't done any individual level analysis for this. And next is the Gujarat. Gujarat again starting with BJMC Ahmedabad and ending with Government Medical College Porbandar. And here you can see that the closing rank is at a higher level. So 62,530 was the closing rank for Porbandar, Government Medical College Porbandar. Then there are private colleges. Starting with the private colleges again, you can see quite a difference between the private colleges in southern India. And here, for example, you can see that the closing rank is 69,000 for the first college, ending with around 1 lakh for the 10th college on this list. Uttar Pradesh, starting with King George Medical College, Lucknow, and ending with Uttar Pradesh University of Medical Sciences, which closed at around 11,675. Then again similar to Kerala, again a very competitive state here, which closed at around 11,000 itself. Where like the 10th college on the list closed at 11,000 itself. So you can see how the competition is compared to the other state counseling. And again, private colleges on the list is School of Medical Sciences, Greater Noida, closed at around 1 lakh. You can see there is a huge difference in the closing ranks compared to other states. And Madhya Pradesh MGM Medical College, which is the first on the government college list, ending with Government Medical College Khandwa. And private colleges in Madhya Pradesh, which is slightly better compared to Uttar Pradesh and Gujarat, 65,000 closing rank for the first college, ending with 1,31,000 for the other colleges. And Telangana government quota, this is similar to Tamil Nadu government quota and Andhra Pradesh government quota. This is for Telangana government, Telangana candidates only. And depending on the eligibility, these closing ranks are available. So starting with Gandhi Medical College, Secunderabad, ending with Government Medical College, Nalgonda. And you can see that here also the closing rank has gone up. It is 62,190. This is unusual compared to other counselings, which means that either the college is new or there are less competition. It's probably that there are 62,190 for the 10th college on the list. And then we'll go to private college in private colleges in Telangana. you can see that here the private colleges in Telangana are doing pretty well here. You can see that the closing rank is around 26,000, ending with 95,000. So there are some pretty good private colleges here, and this is again based on the government quota eligibility. In Telangana, the private colleges under government quota come at a lower fee structure compared to the management quota. So candidates who are not from Telangana, you can apply through the Telangana management quota counseling, and you will be able to get these private college seats. Finally, we come to West Bengal Medical College, Kolkata, which is around 4,922, ending with Bankura Medical College, the 10th on the list. Then again, you can see that the rank is around 21,000, quite competitive compared to other states. And then in private colleges, there is KPC Medical College, which is around 35,486, ending with. So in West Bengal, you can see that there are a few private colleges ending with Sri Ramakrishna Institute of Medical Sciences, which is around 49,000 rank. This is also quite competitive compared to other states' private colleges because of the limitation because of the lower number of private colleges. Okay, so this covers the top 10 colleges. So we have gone through this quickly, but you can always go back to the video and you can pause the video or take a screenshot and look at the complete set of information which is given here. So whenever you are looking at private colleges from other states, you should also look at the eligibility and also look at the preference order which you will have to use, because this, depending on the cutoffs, you will be able to make a preference order. The complete data on this is available on our Zynote portal. You can take a look at it. So this completes our top 10 institutes. So so now we'll end with this. So if you have questions for our Q&A, don't forget to put it in the question section, Q&A section. Put your questions. We'll be starting with the Q&A soon, and before that, Ashok will take over and drop in your questions, and we will try to answer as much as possible. Okay.
That's pretty much. I think tomorrow's session will be the start. We have given you a lot of theoretical information till now, we guess. Tomorrow's session will be a start of actually crunching the process, trying to crack the entire parts of how the process works. It will be a little difficult to understand at the beginning, but a 1 hour session will not be enough to cover this, but we will cover this at a broad level in 1 hour. Going forward, during the counseling process and just before the counseling process starts, we will go through every bit of information in terms of every rule, every scenario that you can be in, and give you inputs on that. Like I am in the scenario where I am holding a round 1 seat, and a state counseling is going to happen tomorrow, and there is an all India round 2 happening at a later point in time. I am going to join the seat. Is that the right decision? To that level, we will be running sessions at during the counseling process. Tomorrow's will be a start for that. Please don't miss out tomorrow's session. That will be very useful for you in terms of understanding the process. This is not at single level. Like you would have seen a lot of YouTube videos on how the state counseling process works, central process works, etc. This is not at that level. This is at a level where we tell you the sequence of counselings, the rules that you will have to understand to manage the complete sequence of all India round 1, state round 1, all India round 2, state round 2, all India round 3, state round 3, and what are the factors that you will need to look at when you are managing those counselings. Thanks a lot for watching. If you have feedback, please do share feedback with us on hello@zynote.com. We'll take that up and improve our videos as well. Thank you so much.